morning.
I am the very proud Alderman of the greatest other ward in the city of Chicago. You are welcome to Inglewood. Kennedy King College is the #1 community college in the state of Illinois, right here in Inglewood, and the 7th in the nation. But I'm going to put my Chicago Automatic Black Caucus hat on as the very proud chair to lead a body of 20 wards, including our Vice Mayor here, Walter Burnett. And thanking you all for helping us fill the vacancies, you all. There are over 5,000 vacancies in the city of Chicago without Chicago Police Department and Chicago Fire Department. But 1,100 of those vacancies are entry level, whatever each one of you all's departments represent. And we want to be intentional as we close out Black History Month for getting our people on the south and west side employed to join the wonderful world of service in this great city of Chicago. The #1 vacancy that we have discovered has been motor vehicle drivers. So I'm sure there are lots of CDLs, but I just want to thank you all in advance. You all know the work in having a career and how life-changing it is, but helping us change the trajectory of Black Chicago. I am going to now bring the Vice Mayor of the city of Chicago, Walter Burnett.
Round of applause. And I'd like to thank Alderman Coleman, Chairman Coleman, for coming up with this idea of doing this at a college that's called Kennedy King, right? Really appreciate her encouraging and leading all of us in the Black Caucus. I think this is the first time in history that the Black Caucus has held one of these job fairs, so that should be noted. I'm very proud to be a part of it. On behalf of the mayor of the city of Chicago and the vice mayor, we want people to work for the city of Chicago. We want Black Chicago to put in applications. We have several jobs opening all over the city in every department, at the Park District, at the Board of Education, at city colleges, at all of our sister agencies, the police department, the fire department. There are jobs, people. There's no excuse not to work today. Not only that, we're getting ready to do a big deal with removing lead pipes in the city of Chicago. So there's going to be work for people for the next 20 years, 40 years. Billions of dollars is going to be spent in the city of Chicago. And we need folks to step up, get involved now, and there's going to be opportunities for African Americans to start businesses in the plumbing field and in the labor field, but you need to step up. Nothing's going to happen for you if you don't come to the table. There's a lot of opportunities here. When you start talking, I know a lot of people here, right? And I know folks like this young lady right here. She started with the city when she was right out of college. Now she's a big time person in one of the departments. With the city and with these government offices, you can grow, right? You can start out in one position and you can have a career, and not only that, you end up they have nice benefits, good pensions. These are the best jobs that you can have in the city of Chicago as a government job. And there's a lot of people retiring and being paid on their pensions for the rest of their lives, right? But you got to get in somewhere, and you start early. I started with government 40 years ago, when I was like 2 years old, right? but there's benefits. And these are great jobs. People need to just take the opportunity. Don't believe that you can't get a job. All you have to do is come and try. We're asking all of you out there today, come to Kennedy King College. We're going to be here until 2 o'clock. There's a lot of people here ready and waiting for you to sign up, to get employed, and be a part of our city team. Thank you very much.
Just a question. Given that you're the senior statesman of the city council, I won't call you the oldest, and want to hear from the youngest alderman. Talk about the disparities from 30 years ago to now, seeing the percentage of African Americans declining. Was that the motivation to ensure that the people had a chance to bring more parity? Was that the intended goal?
Well, I think what's happening now in our society everywhere. People my age and a little older, in the baby boomers, a lot of baby boomers are retired, right? So there's a lot of hope everywhere. There's a lot of opportunities for young people need to tell you this. 30 years ago, people, you had to be very special to get a government job. You had to know somebody and all of those things. Well, that's changed. It's wide open now. You put in an application, if you qualify, you get a job. You don't have to know anyone, you don't have to talk to your alderman, you don't have to do any of those things. You just have to apply and you get a job. There's opportunities here. And this mayor wants to make sure that people in every community have an opportunity to get a job. If you have that opportunity, all you have to do is apply. Every department, when we have our budget hearings, every department come up to us and they tell us we have so many vacancies. We have this many vacancies. There's so many vacancies in the city of Chicago, there's no excuse for people not to be able to apply to the city of Chicago today. And I want you to know, most of the middle class people in the city of Chicago today work for government.
Same question to the Alderman. From a younger perspective, how do you view the generational gaps in trying to offer more parity?
Yeah, for sure. As Vice Mayor has mentioned, 30 years ago, the workforce just looked much different. And we both acknowledge that, wow, there are so many African Americans from every department here. We didn't know every one of y'all existed. But we're grateful that we want to show, especially the millennials and the generation Gen X and Ys after me, that if you're willing to work, certainly we have a city government and a Black caucus that is willing to put out the information and give you a pathway to the workforce. I want to acknowledge our Commissioner of Department of Human Relations, Sandra Blakemore, for helping us and assisting us with today. And again, I can't stress on being intentional about the residents on the south and west side deserve this opportunity. This is our inaugural, this is the first, and certainly it will not be the last. This will be a legacy as Share the Black Caucus that this Black body will be intentional about hiring Blacks in the city of Chicago.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Hey, Ken, we gotta take a picture, man. Burnett, you wanna take it?